Oh, good morning, Pixie Angel. Good morning. What you doing? Are you a bit excited today? Guess what? We're going on the road again today. It's travel day. Hey, it's travel day. Yay! Alrighty, we are leaving. Just want to say a huge thank you to Westmar Roadhouse and the ladies there that cooked me the best rump steak I've ever had in my life last night. So delicious. Thank you guys so much. Great free camp option. Just remember to just come in off the Dolby end of the highway, not over near the truck stop area where the toilets and showers are there. I mean, if you want the convenience of that, it's easier just to walk and have peace and quiet over here with no trucks all night. It was just so magic. This is actually my third day. I spent 3 nights here now, so absolutely loved it.
Take the next left onto Mooney Highway, State Route 49.
Yeah, let's go.
Continue on State Route 49 for 109 kilometers.
Alright.
Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Quit dreaming now, the sun is on the rise. And by the end of the day, this dusty room will be 1,000 miles away. Once heard it said in a song, best keep to traveling on. Ride 10 deep into town. Another night of setting up and breaking down. And if we leave here tonight, we'll be halfway to Barstow by daylight. I'll take the wheel if you start to yawn. Just keep to traveling on.
Alrighty, this is the St. George rest area, and I looked up on Wikicamps because you can put different filters for different things, and one of the things you can put up is potable water, and it said right by the flag, and I can see there's a tap right there. Bonus. Pixie needs a wee and a drink of water, don't you, darling, because you're a bit hot and bothered. So I might do that first, and then I'll yes, I know, do it. Say hi. Hi, I'm a bit hot. Might have to put the aircon on. We've just had the windows down, but we might put the aircon on the rest of the way if she's still a bit... You're such a sook. We're going to go to a hot place with no electricity. You're going to have to harden up, Buttercup. Magic water tap. That on. That bit. Okay, I put the filter at one end, and this is called an easy fill adapter that you can get. It's got a little on-off tap on it at the end, which is kind of cool, and it just makes it easy to put straight into your water tank. Now for the magic part, I have an actual water key that I bought online. This is one of the things I was getting when I was getting prepped for this trip. So you can actually get a key from inside the visitor office apparently, but I do have my own just in case, because if they're closed you wouldn't be able to do that. So let's see if it actually works. Hello. Oh, this is very cool. You got all sorts of cool stuff. This is the visitor information center with lots of cool stuff. Hey, I've got a key but it doesn't work apparently, so apparently you guys have a key. Oh, it was a bit of a bummer that mine didn't work. I'll have to see what yeah, I'm on the tap. I'm all plugged into it. I just,
Yep, that's right.
yeah, just thought my key would work and it didn't. Thank you so much. I'll be back. A different key. That's interesting. It's like got a little round one like that. That's the one I need, and mine didn't have that on it. So, oh well. Yeah, look at that. Water is coming. Woohoo! Now we just sit and wait till water trickles out the bottom and then turn the tap off. and we're done. Okay, because I'm an absolute sucker for these souvenir license plates. Isn't that a beautiful one? It's got the compass thing, which I've got like on the side of my canopy of my truck, and just that photo is just $20. It's $20, but it was worth it because I've got a great collection of these, and this is a pretty remote spot, so I'm pretty happy to be here. What a nice place, and the visitor centre lady is so nice. But now I'm going to use the loo, and then we're hitting the road, and next stop, Nindigully Pub. Woo!
At least I can rest my mind, find some comfort in those yellow and white lines. They've been there all along. Keep traveling on. Tell me, what is this place? Countless people, but not one familiar face. It's not so bad, I suppose. Starting over every time I change my clothes. Even here I'm all but gone. Best keep to traveling on. Big wheels turning home a lonely song. Best keep to traveling on. Best keep to traveling on.
To Nindigully Pub. How cool is it? I love this. So awesome. So there's the Nindigully Pub right there, and the beautiful river here. And this is my camp. Beautifully shady. Got the chairs out. I'm going to sit there and finish my drink in a minute. And at the moment we've got the Blue Eddy set up, running everything. And it's on 98%, so it pretty much held charge again. I think we left this morning and it was on 99, so it's charged itself just from driving through the car all day. It's kept that charged quite well. And now I've actually just unplugged the charger one and plugged it into the solar panels, and I'll show you outside that I've put the solar panels on. Pixie's happy, she's got a fan. It's actually not that hot here today, and I've got a shady spot under the trees. So happy with it. And over here, the panels are just pulling in serious power at the moment on that sun, whereas the van's still in the shade. The good thing about having fold-out panels rather than panels mounted on the roof means that I can park the van in the shade. Whereas if you look over here, all those people camped up there, they're camping up there so they get sun for their solar panels, because their solar panels are on the roof and mine aren't. So it means I can have this beautiful shady home and still be getting full solar power. I've taken out the plug that normally goes for the DC to DC charger. That would go from there into there, and then I'd plug it into the charger one inside. So I've just unplugged that, and instead I've put in this little extension cable for the solar panels so that they can go around the corner. It tells me I'm drawing in 230 something watts from the solar panels at the moment, and the DC load going out is 31. I'm running two fridges, so I've got my King's fridge running on the 12 volt plug, and I've got my bar fridge is just running on a normal 240 volt cabled through. That's the bar fridge is running on that, and that's just got like drinks and eggs and and lots of sardines and tuna and some avocados in there. I actually ran a little cable round through the back of the fridge, and then I bought these little hang on, open the cupboard so you can see. These little clip things to clip it all around to here, because I had to get an extension lead, a 12 volt extension lead, so that it can plug into. I've got the 12 volt fridge just tucked under my bed at the moment, and that's basically running as a freezer. So if I pull that out, Oh, you can't really see much because the ice packs are in there, but that's got all my meat. That's basically got, like it's had 2 weeks when I bought it, 2 weeks worth of meat in it, plus all these little, I kind of like these little yogurts and some spare butter and some spare lard. Yeah, it fits 2 weeks worth of meat and with 2 ice packs in it. So I'm pretty happy with this little 20-litre King's fridge that cost me $179. Best investment ever. And yeah, it's staying frozen. And it fits perfectly under my bed. So you've got to be happy with that. And my other fridge, which normally has a plug right at the back there. So when it's on the mains power, it plugs in there. And I can do the circuit through the Bluetti and run the whole van, but when I'm traveling, I just connect the fridge straight into the Bluetti, so I'm not running a whole circuit through the van just for safety purposes. I think that's a bit better. And that's pretty much it. That's my setup. Like I said, I can run the circuit through and it'll fire up all the power points in the Caravan, just going straight through the Bluetti, and my lights and everything like that. But I've got a little rechargeable lantern that I use, and I've got this rechargeable fan. I've also got the little Bluetti set up down the back. This is my little rechargeable USB lantern, which is kind of cute. It goes like super bright, or you can turn it down. And then in behind here, I've got a little baby Bluetti in there. It is 300 watts maximum. So I use that to just charge up my phone and things like that. Like I can run my and my tablet, which I've downloaded some movies and things off Netflix, so that even if I don't have internet, I can still watch some telly. But at the moment I'm reading this really good book, which I'm really enjoying, which I just found by chance in the op shop just before I left Mullaney. I was thinking, I'm going to be off grid, I'm going to need some books to read, and I saw this and I was like, I'm going to buy that. And then the bookmark that I got at Black Butt, actually says Black Butt Queensland on it, and it says, I love big books and I cannot lie, you other brothers can't deny. So that's all my stuff down there. And I love this little lantern because I can actually hang it up like here, like that. And I can also use it outside when I'm cooking outside if it's dark. Now my camp is all set up, which took me like, I don't know, 15 minutes. When I first pulled in here, I was thinking I'll just stay a night because it might be too hot and not pleasant. And now I'm here and I can kayak and fish, and it's cool, and there's plenty of solar power to keep me running for as long as I want. I might just stay here a little bit longer. Today is the first day that I've actually felt like just the way the road was and the red dirt, you're starting to see the red dirt on the road, and I've really started feeling like this is what I want. This is where I belong. This is what it's about. This is why you do what you do, Lisa. Just to be able to look at this oldest pub in Queensland, established 1864, and sit here under this beautiful shady tree. My awesome little caravan home, awesome truck. It's been going so great. Yep. Cheers. Life's good. Hey Pixie, what do you reckon? How cool is this? Awesome. Oh wow. This is so cool. Seriously? Does it get any better than this? I don't think so. Life is good. I'm definitely going to get the kayak out onto that. Still and beautiful, and it's cool now too, the nice breeze, magic. And we're going to go to the pub and listen to some music. After enjoying some great tunes and some hilarious banter with the very talented Adam Kilpatrick, I headed back to my caravan to cook myself a nice steak, and that was a really great way to end my first day completely off-grid at the Nindigully Pub. Cooking with fire on the solo stove. Look at it, cranking. Sunrise. Beautiful. When I woke up this morning, battery was down to 63%. And yeah, as soon as the sun came up and the solar panels, it's now 11 o'clock in the morning and it's already up to 95%. And I've already cooked my egg omelets on the actual electric hot plate. It took about 5%. As soon as the sun was on those panels, and I'm getting like 220. The sun's almost directly above us now, so it's not the peak time, but yeah, I've got enough in there to just heat up half a kettle of water and wash my dishes now. This is going to keep going and going. This is great. I'm loving that. And this is running 2 fridges. The 240 volt one, which is the AC, which is not drawing anything at the moment, and the DC one, DC is the 12 volt. So neither one of them is running at the moment, as far as they only kick in when the compressor, when they need to cool down, the thermostat kicks in. So all I'm doing is bringing power in and nothing's coming out at the moment. So I love it when it gets back up to it. It'll be 100% by lunchtime, which is fantastic. And meanwhile, it's actually really nice and cool. I am completely in the shade here in the caravan. The panels are out the front in the full blazing sunlight, and it's not too hot. It is going to be up in the high 30s today, but I think I'm going to be okay because I pulled into this place in the afternoon and specifically turned around so that the afternoon sun will be setting on the other side of the caravan. I get the morning sun out here in the front, which I love. I sat out there this morning and got the sunrise morning sun on my legs. It was just wonderful. And then, yeah, by now I'm in full shade and will be in full shade for the rest of the day. So when it gets really hot, I'm in full shade. So this is going to be okay. Haven't needed to turn the fans on yet, so I'll keep you posted and see how we go later on in the afternoon. But so far, I am just loving this. This is definitely my happy place. All the other caravan is gone. I've got nobody around me right now. I'm sure more will roll in. But for the moment, it's just me in the middle of nowhere. Just Pixie and me. We might go for a little wander and go check out this river and maybe launch a kayak. These are the campground toilets. There's also a dump station around there. They're pretty basic, and if you need paper, you've got to bring your own because they don't supply it. So if you come camp here, that's the ones for the campground. There are toilets and showers over at the pub, rams and ewes at the Nindigully Pub. Down here, toilets. Pretty cool. Pretty basic. And these are the showers. So you can either scan the QR code, gold coin donation. Pretty nice. Nice and big. Or you can actually put a gold coin donation into this box here near the bar. That's the donation for the showers. How's the view out my window? Oh yeah, can you see that? I don't know if you can tell, but that's a river there. You can't kind of see it very well through the screens, but I'm right on the river. 1 o'clock and we're back up to 100%. Now we can turn the fans on. Perfect timing. Beautiful sunset over the Moonee River. It's so pretty. So even when I'm running off the Bluetti and the solar panels, I can still cook up my eggs in the morning. They take about 5 minutes. When it gets to about this point, I actually just switch it off. I've got it running on the circuit at the moment. And yeah, and it still gets to 100% by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's kind of awesome. Look at how good that looks. I put in a little bit of rosemary. I picked a whole bunch of rosemary when I was at Blackbutt, and I find it's really yummy. I had it on my lamb chops last night and a little bit in my beautiful buttery eggs.
Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness. They turned on me, but now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they say.
So this is the Moonee River, which is right next to our campsite. So funny because everybody that camps here, they only stay one night. I'm one of the very few that are staying more than one night, and in the morning it feels quite nice because you're like almost the only one there. So I decided I would take out the kayak because it's been way too long and I've been wanting to do this for ages, and Pixie really loves it too. There's no houses, there's no nothing around here at all, and the campsite's like, I don't know, probably a kilometre down the road. So we'll just kayak until we get tired, and then we'll go back and have some lunch and something to drink. But I just wanted to let you know that we're kayaking. Somebody did ask about the off-grid shower situation and how I do that. So I do have a shower toilet tent pop-up thing that I've used really only when I was camping with another person and I wanted the privacy. Otherwise, I just use my little solar shower, which is actually, I don't know if you can see it behind me. It's sitting on the bonnet of the truck at the moment. It's just a black plastic bag that heats up water. It's been sitting there since this morning, so I suspect it'll be nice and warm now. Not that I really need warm water because it's stinking hot, so cold water is fine. And then I'll show you what else I've got. This is the black. Oh yeah, it's warm. It just says camp shower, holds 20 litres, and you can actually attach a shower to it and then hang it up and use it like gravity fed from a tree. There's actually a really good little thing that would be perfect for hanging it up, but I've actually got a little pump shower, so I don't actually need to use that. I can use this little pump. It's not very strong, but look, I'm just going to dip my hair in and just wash my hair and just do a really light wash at the moment. And I'll just use my little bucket and my little rechargeable shower. That's it there. And the actual pump, the pump bit there. So my little flex towel shower, that's the pump part. You just submerge it into the water source. And this is the actual shower part, and there is like a little hook so you can hook it onto something if you want to, but I just use it handheld, and it's great for washing Pixie as well. I've got it all set up there, and I think the best place to do it is right by the tree, because then I'll be watering the tree and not the whole ground around me. So we're all ready to go. Let's go shower. Beautiful sunrise. I love waking up with the sun to see how Blue Eddie's doing. 56%. That's about the lowest we've gotten since we've been here, and this is day 4 here now. That's the lowest, and that was only because I had this pedestal fan running most of the night last night, because it was actually quite hot until the wee hours of the morning when I turned it off. So usually when I wake up in the morning, it's around 7% to run the fan during the night. That was worth it for me. And now we've got the sun is just starting to hit the panels, as you can see. So that'll go back up to 100 again by lunchtime as usual. So that's pretty good, because I've been cooking my eggs every morning on the electric hot plate burner. That uses a little bit. and then I heat up the water in the kettle if I need to wash dishes, although at in the afternoons when I cook my dinner, I'm cooking it on the solo stove with wood and fire, and then when I finish with the cast iron and I bring it inside to eat it, then I actually put a billy pot of water on top of the solo stove and just let the remaining heat as the stove burns out heat the water, and I wash the dishes with that as well. So but yeah, that fan doesn't take very much at all. And this other little fan, I've literally been hanging onto this box because I meant to show you guys what this little other fan I got was. That has been a game changer. Out of all the little off-grid get-ready devices that I got, this one has been the best. That's the little one that's hanging up. So yeah, it just hangs wherever. Like last night when it was hot, I had it up there, so it was kind of coming down on my bed. And then during the day, I have another hook above Pixie's couch, so I move it from there to there. It's USB rechargeable, and it runs forever. Like, it ran all day yesterday. It ran all night last night. I ended up turning it off in the early hours because it was getting chillier and I didn't need it anymore. But it pretty much runs and runs and runs and runs for days once it's on full charge. And it really, really cools it down. And it's got a little remote control. I'll show you. Really cool. Little remote control and super, super quiet. If I turn it on now, it beeps at you when it runs. Isn't it funny how in the video it looks like it's going really slow? It's actually spinning super fast. Virtually silent. Just the sound of the air moving. That's the only sound it makes. I can't remember how much it was. I think I've got it on Amazon. When I go back and look, I'll put the price on the screen. Stick it up here somewhere. If you're going to go off-grid and you're going to be doing hot, and I mean, it is hot here. It has been like, yeah, I feel like I was being such a sooked black butt and Westmar complaining about the heat and needing a powered site. I've been off-grid, no power now, and the temperatures have been up in the mid-30s during the day. And I think today it's going to be 37. So today's going to be an ultimate test. But because my van is in the shade and the mornings are really cool, like I get the sun in the mornings when it's cool and the breeze is cool, it really doesn't warm up until at least 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And by then, the sun's over the trees and I get the fans going. Pixie sat outside most of the day yesterday. She actually went under the kayak and just, that was her little cool spot. She was perfectly happy with that. So we're coping. We're actually coping. I'm so stoked with it. And it's just something primally good about off-grid living and being in the bush. And it feels like the more remote I go and the more self-sufficient I become, then the happier I feel. It's crazy, but it's true. Another really good tip for keeping your van cool in the heat is put a little towel over the top of your open window. Makes a little shade awning. So that's pretty cool. Just turned my solar panels around a little bit to face the sun. The time is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, day 6. The temperature inside the caravan is 36.3 degrees centigrade and the humidity is bone dry 16%. Isn't that crazy? I'm drinking a lot of water. Pixie is outside on the sand under the kayak. That seems to be like the coolest place. She just doesn't want to come out from under there, and I put my hand under there and it is actually quite cool. The kayak, I guess, is like a really good insulation and it's in the shade as well, so that's her favorite keep cool spot, and I make sure her water's topped up. She's not panting, she seems fine. I've got that little rechargeable fan right above my head now in the bed position, and I've just been sitting here in bed with all the curtains open now. I did have the front half of the van closed up when the sun was on it this morning just to keep it as cool and shady in here for as long as possible, but It's bearable. It's actually cooler in here. I just went for a walk up to the toilet block and it was like, it's like walking through fire. It's not pleasant. My other little keep cool trick is a little metal water spray bottle. I've had this for ages. I use it to like spray my hair and, you know, make it curly and stuff. So especially when it's dry, I'll lose a lot of curl. But I keep it in the fridge so it's nice and cool. So I can just like spray myself and the air with it when it's just really dry like it is now. And just that just I can't really spray my glasses. It's probably not a good idea to take my glasses off. On the back of my neck. And sometimes when Pixie's in here, I'll spray her as well. And my little plant gets a spray as well. And that's just, you know, that and the combination of the fan on your skin is just instant relief. It's like air conditioning straight away. It only lasts, the effects only last for a couple of minutes, but it's absolute bliss for as long as it lasts. So I will put that back in the fridge and yeah, keep it cool. And I'm keeping my metal water bottles at the moment. I'm filling them up and keeping them in the fridge as well. So when I do drink water, it's nice and cool, and that's keeping me cool as well. So yeah, 1 o'clock. So the next 4 hours are going to be like this, pretty unbearably uncomfortable. But then when the sun does start to set, it gets okay again. This is my solo stove campfire. I don't know if you can kind of see what's in there. Just a couple of twigs, small bits. These are the bits of wood that I chopped up when I was at Black Butt. And just bits of paper I used to start it up. Or you can use twigs or gum leaves. It took one cotton ball. I was keeping my kindling. A bag of cotton ball and a jar of Vaseline. Cranking. And the good thing about these is the heat only comes out through those holes in the top. It doesn't actually heat up the ground, so I've actually got it on a table at the moment just to get it up off the ground so I don't have to bend over. And it works kind of like a gas stove. It's pretty cool. I've been using this for years and years and years, probably about 5 years. Solo stove campfire. And that way I don't have to use gas, which makes me happy. Beautiful sunset tonight. Hello, Mr. Pelican. You're telling us there's some fish over there?